So I'm sitting in a car with no driver at the wheel. It's a Baidu Apollo Go robo-taxi. And they're rolling these out for public use in parts of Beijing. The fares are about $1 to $2 for a 15-minute drive. Highly subsidized, but still, if you're taking one of these, it's pretty much like a normal taxi, maybe slightly bumpier if the car is trying to figure out how to move between lanes, but overall, avoiding major obstacles and trucks or whatever else might be on the road, and it's a pretty smooth ride, all things considered. Pony AI also operates robotaxis here, and they're expecting that not only in this region, but later on in airports and railway stations in Beijing, we're going to be seeing these driverless taxis taking people around.
This is me casually ordering a driverless taxi in San Francisco. Let me grab my taxi first. I'm going to show you how much it costs and how it works. This is our car, no driver. It works across San Francisco, so we are going to one of our favorite Greek places. The car is Jaguar and it looks like a normal car except all the cameras inside and outside. It drives as if there was a human. Like literally, I couldn't tell any difference. Oh my god. Guys, I think we're in the future. Just imagine having a car like this for yourself, where you drive to work, you work in the back seat, and then it parks by itself, and even maybe works for you driving other passengers while you're busy. It was a 7-minute long trip. The bill was $7, but I didn't have to pay it because they're testing the functionality out. But I can totally see how this is going to change taxi business in maybe a couple of years. Would you ride without a driver?
What the? So what's stupider than Elon Musk trying to send human beings to Mars? Robot taxis. And look at the driver's hands when he's driving in self-automated mode. Why would someone rather have their hands like this instead of on the steering wheel? When did driving not become fun? And who's brainwashing this generation into thinking that driving is a bad thing? So would you get into a robo-taxi in Los Angeles? You already know my answer.
And the real question is, would you ride in one? 60% of the people who responded said they would not get into a self-driving car. Is that a problem for these companies?
Yeah, I don't think so. And I'll admit, I was skeptical until I got into one for the first time last week. And I was nervous as we started moving through San Francisco. But by the second ride, I started to feel like this was a little bit normal.
Yeah.
So it didn't make any sense.
Two of them. And
that's insane. And that guy went right from the wrong lane.
yes.
31 Adam for as well?
No, can you show me out at 7th Ave in Osborne? I got a unmanned vehicle that was kind of taken off from me. It's a Waymo car.
It's not every day you see a Phoenix police officer pulling over a driverless car.
Hi!
But that's what happened June 19th after the officer observed a Waymo going haywire in traffic.
I couldn't help but come over just out of morbid curiosity.
Yeah.
I thought maybe there's a passenger or something.
No, like, you know the construction here?
Yeah.
It was eastbound in the westbound lanes.
Oh!
Which is real bad. Yeah. And then, so I light it up, and then it takes off through the intersection.
While most Waymo cars can be seen throughout the city driving safely and behaving civilly, erratic driving is not completely out of the question for the artificial intelligence.
It was making a right onto Washington. Almost hit me. I had to swerve into the fast lane.
Phil Briggs says Tuesday he nearly got sideswiped by a Waymo on a mission with no regard for the car surrounding it.
My son saw an accident. We've seen him dead in the water in the middle of the intersection. So it's just, I don't see any good from it at all.
I reached out to Waymo to find out more about the potential for errors in their cars. Waymo sent me a statement, and they said Waymos are much better drivers than humans and 3.5 times more likely to avoid injury-causing crashes.
So your car here drove into oncoming lanes of traffic.
In the case last month, Waymo says the construction signage on 7th and Osborne was inconsistent, and because the officer blocked the car, it had to impede oncoming traffic. But the whole ordeal only lasted 1 minute.
If you or I are driving like that and we get pulled over, we get a ticket. So somebody needs to be held accountable.
Phoenix police say they are able to cite Waymo, but it's not something they see or do often. Officers, though, are provided training to deal with robot-operated cars. Waymo cars are also able to detect an emergency vehicle and program to safely pull over on the side of the road.
Waymo also makes it very easy for law enforcement to simply press the help button on the inside of the car and get connected immediately to a 24/7 service member that will be able to talk them through moving the vehicle off the road, finding the insurance information, or whatever information that the officer needs for their investigation.
All right, officer. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. No problem. Good luck. The trouble, okay? Yeah, don't worry about it. Take care. Yep.
Ashley Rodriguez, Fox 10 News.
It was supposed to be a quiet night in San Francisco, until it wasn't. Suddenly, people living near a parking lot were woken up by loud, honking, beeping, and flashing lights. But here's the weird part. It wasn't from angry drivers, it was from Waymo's self-driving robot taxis. These robot cars, which were just released to the public, somehow got confused and started honking at each other. They were all trying to park, but instead, they ended up in a noisy standoff. And the strangest part, there was nobody inside the cars to stop it. This wasn't just a one-time mistake. The cars kept honking all night, driving the neighbors crazy until they complained. Finally, the company Waymo admitted there was a problem. But imagine being woken up at 2 a.m. by a bunch of cars arguing with each other.
I'm in a Waymo
Connected
car.
to rider support. This call may be recorded for quality assurance.
This car is just going in circles.
Hi there, Mike. This is Gab. I'm calling from Waymo Support. I'm just calling because I received a notification that your car might be experiencing some routing issue. Please bear with me while I am...
Yeah, I got a flight to catch. Why is this thing going in a circle? I'm getting dizzy. Look at what it's doing.
I understand. I'm really, really sorry, Mike. We're currently working with the situation of the vehicle. Is it circling around a parking lot, right?
It's circling around a parking lot. I got my seatbelt on. I can't get out the car. Has this been hacked? What's going on? I feel like I'm in the movies. Is somebody playing a joke on me? And I got a flight to catch.
I understand, Mike. I'm really sorry for this. We're working with this, but by any chance, do you have an access to your Waymo app right now? Do you have an
yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna be pulling the car over while we are trying to assist the car. Oh, hold on just a second.
Oh my goodness. I just better not be late for the flight. You guys are going to take care of the flight.
UF3, a man from LA says he almost missed his flight because his self-driving taxi wouldn't stop going in circles. Take a look.
Okay, why is this happening to me on a Monday? I'm in a Waymo car.
Connected to rider support. This call may be recorded for quality assurance.
This car is just going in circles.
Mike Johns shared this video. He was on the way to the airport leaving Scottsdale and heading home to LA when the car, well, you see it there, started going around in circles in a parking lot. Johns tells us he struggled with tech support.
After I made an adjustment through the app, that's when the car kicked into high gear. They, at their control towers, they took over and made it work. And then it drove off to the Sky Harbor. If the doors wasn't open, I was definitely going to be kicking those windows out. You know, if it was in a more life-threatening situation.
The incident happened last month. Waymo tells us the car's circular journey was a software glitch. It lasted about 5 minutes. Johns was not charged for the ride. And the company also says its representatives have attempted to contact Johns.